Hello everyone. In today's video, we will be talking about our next step in scheduling, which is define activities. In the last video, we talked about schedule management plan, and today, like I said, we'll be discussing about define activities. Now, this step is mainly concerned with breaking down your work packages from the WBS into their respective list of activities. Now, because this would be a very detailed breakdown, as if you remember, work package is already a very small deliverable, and now we want to break it down into activities. So, this would be recommended that generally the team members who are going to perform the work, they should be involved in the breakdown of these work packages into their respective activities. So say for example, we have a work package, let's say um, paint a room. Now what will be the activities? Maybe let's suppose um, select the color, then move the furniture out, then um, clean the walls, apply base coat, apply color coat, then finishing touch-ups, then clean the premises, and shift the furniture back in. Now these are the kind of activities we are referring to. So some of the times you might call them as tasks, activities, one and the same thing, just different names. But yes, the bottom line that we have to understand is that work package is a deliverable, it's an output. And in order to develop, create, deliver that output, there will always be certain steps, activities, tasks, whatever you call them, that we have to perform, that the team has to perform. So, this is about understanding what are those activities and documenting them, defining them for each and every work package. Now, along with defining activities, there is also a concept of milestones that we will want to understand. A lot of times when I ask people that how do you describe a milestone, I get answers like completion of something is a milestone, or a particular deliverable is a milestone, and many such examples. However, what we have to understand is that by definition, milestone is just a flag. It's a flag which you are placing at a particular point in your schedule, generally to denote or highlight something of importance. Now, understand that I can place a milestone here, say for example, and in this case, I can put a milestone here that paint work completed. However, even if I don't add a milestone. But if I complete all these activities that I have written, the room will still get painted. So, the point I'm trying to make is that having a milestone or not having a milestone, technically it doesn't matter, because if the activities are performed in the way they are expected to, the work will get accomplished even if you don't have milestones. So, the purpose of milestones, like I said, is to highlight something of importance, signify some important accomplishments in the project life cycle, and you can say that this can also aid your reporting mechanisms. So, instead of reporting on maybe 500 activities of a project, we can summarize the report with the help of 20 or 30 milestones that we have placed in the entire project schedule. Now, one more thing that we want to understand about milestones, particularly here, is you can place a milestone anywhere because it's a flag. So, theoretically, I can put a milestone here that the color has been finalized. Then I can put a milestone here that the room is ready for paint work. Then I can place a milestone here that the walls have been cleaned. So I can technically place a milestone anywhere for that matter. But of course, if you end up having as many milestones as activities, then the milestones will lose their significance. Hence, it's important to understand that we are wisely using these milestones. We are placing them only where something of significance or some important accomplishment is happening. Now, of course, there could be different levels of milestone. Like we can have milestones at the activity level that signifies certain important activities or accomplishments. But then you can have milestones one layer above in the WPS, maybe for the management's review, or you can have milestones from a customer's point of view, like payment milestones or handover milestones. So, yes, you can have different layers of milestones, you can have different levels of milestone, but at the end of the day, the only concern I have is that let's not end up having too many milestones in a way that they start losing their significance. So be wise when you are putting these milestones. And one thing that I will say from my experience is that usually it's a good practice to place a milestone for every work package, that every work package completion should be highlighted as a milestone. So that's all for this video, a short one. And the next video will be on sequencing the activities, which is very important concept of scheduling, especially in traditional project management. So stay tuned, and like always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask them in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to reply them. Take care. Bye.